Hey Sheri,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I'm making coffee.
I've got a question to ask you. Is
Why?
this a good
Wait,
time?
wait. Why do you have that? Why are you recording?
Well, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question about, it just popped into my head, and I thought rather than, you know, prepare a conversation about it, I'm just going to spring it on you.
Oh, thanks for springing it on me.
You bet. So, do you think the fact that you're kind of nasty and short with me sometimes, do you think that's actually an advantage as it relates to my sobriety?
I think it was definitely an advantage for you. I don't think that you knew that you needed a little bit of tough love. And I also feel like this is kind of jerky. I feel like you were a little too needy and didn't know how to stand up on your own and be self supportive in a lot of ways. I think that we had a conversation last week, and I talked about how I felt like you were a little innocent in some areas of life. And I think that just kind of made me feel like you needed to have a little bit of toughening up. And I also feel like this was like going way back. I feel like, oh, do you love this? Our thing broke, so we just have a rubber band. I feel like I felt, I don't know, I don't know what the right word is, so somebody fill it in for me. I don't think it was jealousy, but I feel like you had like a silver spoon in your mouth and everything just came really easy for you growing up. So I kind of felt like you needed a little bit of hard knocks.
I got to remember to not start questions by calling you nasty because that was a pretty good retort. You called me innocent and silver spoon and naive, I think. I don't know. Inexperienced. That was good. But I guess the part I'm curious about is it occurs to me that when I needed to get sober, you didn't spend a lot of time encouraging me and cheerleading me. You were pretty detached. You were just kind of done with me. And I feel like if I had gotten your encouragement and your tender emotional love, which is a side of you I am unfamiliar with, but if I had gotten that, it would have been too glommy and codependent and too rah, and I never would have gotten there. I just would have kept relapsing over and over again. But the fact that you were just done was really helpful. And you weren't quick to be like, oh, I'm so proud of you. You've been, you're making so much progress. I didn't get any of that. I got, yeah, you're acting like an adult is supposed to act. Why don't you keep doing that? And that was kind of it.
Well, also, you have to remember there were years of situations where I would try to interject or have my opinion, that I would shut down, or I would try to give you an idea or help you. Like, you were really much like, I am an island, I will do this all myself, and no one else knows anything. Like, even before alcohol became an addiction, it's kind of amazing that we stayed together. You were pretty set on my way or the highway in a lot of ways, and you didn't have a whole lot of room and respect for me, in my opinion. So I feel like that just kind of, amplified my desire to like not be supportive and not be helpful and not give you that. Even though there were times you'd be like, if you would just be nicer to me, then I would be so much better. Well, then maybe you should have considered the way you behaved in the past. Like, why should I be super nice to you? You just don't drink, and you figure out how not to drink, and you figure out why you're drinking and do that. I can't do that for you.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I've talked a lot about how the pain concoction was necessary for me to get and stay sober. And if you had eased that pain for me, I don't know that I would have made it. I needed the change, which was sobriety, to be less painful than the status quo. And you definitely helped make the status quo just a touch more painful.
Boy, you just are still winning points right now with your conversation.
Hey, I'm curious, is that a giraffe on your shirt, or are you just happy to see me?
It's a giraffe.
Hi, Gordon. Are you sick of us having these really heavy conversations and trying to get out the back door? Kind of looks like you are.
Yeah.
If you'd like to hear more of our or opinionated ramblings, as I know Gordon would, please check out the Untoxicated podcast.
Or if you're more of the reading type, go to soberandunashamed.com.
If you're picking up what we're laying down, you might be ready to find your tribe. Check out shoutsobriety.org.
That's attractive.
I don't know how it came out. Or echoesofrecovery.org. We get what you're going through. You've got this, and we've got you.